Yep, I apologize. I would now like to recognize Mr. Langworthy for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'd like to thank all of our witnesses for being here today and extend the gratitude for your role that you all contribute to our nation's border security. We spent a lot of time talking about the southern border, and very rightfully so, but I want to spend a little time talking about our northern border today. New York's 23rd District borders Canada on Lake Erie and is roughly a 20-minute drive from the Peace Bridge in Buffalo that connects to Fort Erie. It's one of the most trafficked ports of entry on our northern border. And furthermore, across New York, we have a border that's experienced an almost 800% increase in illegal immigration in the Swanton sector alone. Mr. Nawabi, our northern border often reaches below zero temperatures and at times zero visibility with high winds and heavy snow. Just this past winter, reports of families freezing to death crossing the northern border stole some headlines. Do you believe that unmanned aerial systems technology could be effective in these conditions on the northern border? And if so, how so?
Thank you, Congressman Langworthy. The short answer is yes. The Puma system that you see on my right, that is actually designed to be all environment. So it could fly, it has flown in Antarctica and the North Pole area and Alaska. It's flying currently in places like Ukraine, the Middle East, pretty much every continent around the world. And so the systems that we design, one of the things that's really unique about it is it's made for the type of environments and applications that our customers require us, primarily the U.S. military and our allies, and they need to work in very high temperatures, very low temperatures. They've got to be able to work in storms. That has to have sensors that can operate in those conditions as well. So, the short answer is yes, they do make a big difference, and we invest quite a lot of R&D dollars, our own internal R&D dollars, to make sure that our systems are capable of operating in those environments.
Thank you. Mr. Keenely, under these same conditions, could robotics technology be used on the northern border?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that question. So we also have built these robots very purposefully to go in environments that are incredibly harsh and hard for humans to traverse. So we're able to operate the robot down to minus 40 Celsius or minus 40 Fahrenheit. It's the same thing. And then as well as it's fully sealed so it can operate in all kinds of different weather conditions. We've also operated the robots. It can actually walk in up to 2 feet of snow. So we've developed systems such that even if the sensors are blocked by walking through a significant amount of snow, the robot's able to continue to make progress. We've done testing in snow. We've done testing on ice. We actually have special treads that we've developed for the robots for traversing ice as well. So it can actually not only walk, but it can run on sheet ice. So we've done a lot of that kind of development. And I think there are many applications where you can work in those very harsh environments and then do either linear inspection of rail or other infrastructure or vehicle inspection with the appropriate additional sensors at the border. So absolutely, yes.
Thank you. And now I know both of your technologies need human operation, but could you see your technology having life-saving impacts on not only individuals crossing the border illegally in these conditions, but also for Border Patrol agents who may be in a situation where they have to risk their lives in these conditions?
Yes, basically the robots are able to collect more data and really provide more situational awareness. So it's really our belief that more data is just going to shed light on the situation and then help us understand what risks may or may not be there and eventually save lives.
And thank you, Congressman. And yes, the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol has been our customer. They currently utilize our Puma systems. And there are lots and lots of very strong use cases and applications for using technologies such as ground robots in combination with air robots or aerial UAVs to do border security, to perform it better, cheaper, and much more reliably as well.
Excellent. I'm sure both of you have very up-to-date technology, but I know innovation doesn't stop once you have the product. Given the rapid rate at which technology advances and the slow speed in which the federal government works, do you fear that the government is not acquiring the most up-to-date technology?
Congressman, that's a pretty broad question. I could share with you our experience. I do believe that the rate of innovation and technology is very much faster than the rate that the U.S. government in general acquires it and enables themselves with the capability. Probably this committee could do quite a bit to help in removing some of the challenges related to the acquisition process. Really, they are to some extent constrained, they meaning the agencies that need these systems, both in terms of funding, but also in terms of the speed of the process by which they are able to acquire and get those capabilities into their hands of their users.
Thank you very much for your testimony, and I yield back, Madam Chair.